Hello everyone. Today I got something y'all may have seen on the VCF forum. Yes, these are two SMC Emperors in chrome. Yeah, I got it from Facebook Marketplace and took 30 for both, 15 for one fan, and another 15 for the other fan. But yeah, so a collector, a local collector, who is in Las Vegas, Velo Tiger, also known as Evelo Fans on YouTube, shot me a message about these two fans on Marketplace. So it was like 20 minutes away from my house, so I decided to go there, and it was worth a shot. But yeah, they're rare. You don't see them a lot, but they're out there. Both of them date back to December of 1981. I'm not gonna go tilt the fan, or maybe I might, but we'll see. So they have brown UFO motors, like 200. It's like similar to the motor you see on an SMC Laguna, given by the hole pattern on top. They're 3-speed, triple-capacitor. However, this one has a weird left-hand pullchain where you have L, and then you have 1 and 2. 1 and 2 have the slots of 6 UF and 14 UF. So one will go into 14 UF, and then the other will be in the 6 UF position on the pullchain. But they are 3-speed, triple-capacitor, and it's electrically reversible. So yeah, let's go ahead and look here. I'll go ahead and show example 1. I'll do a picture of it. So the motor size diameter is approximately around 200. Right. This one's stiff. I'm gonna try to see about placing that. These are Eagle bolt chain. Yeah. Let's go ahead and tilt the fan here. It has paint splatters on it. Here's the date code, which reads December of 1981 on this fan. Let's go to the other. The other says December 1981 also. This one is missing a screw for the motor housing. 1, 2, 3, and the last one's over here. It's missing a screw here, as well as the reverse switch, of course. Now is the mounting hardware, the J hook, and the rod. They came out of a 1934 house. The blades were supposed to be white. At some point, the previous owner painted it. I think they were just trying to go for a wooden look, try like walnut or something, but it don't look too bad. But if it had actual wood decals, that would have been nice. This blade is not original. It's supposed to have white down here, but apparently, I think one of the roommates broke the blade arm, and this is all I have here. and blade came from like some kind of like buildery fan, but I don't know. But could be any. Canopy. This one has the most rust out of all. But yeah. So well, this being chrome is essentially, I think maybe sort of rare, but I don't know. But yeah, but it is still rare. I think the bright brass is more rare in this version, and I do have childhood stories about it. But yeah, I remember many years ago. I was in a car somewhere where I never remember, but I did remember seeing an antique brass one with a 4 like it. I believe that 4 like it. I believe that's what it is. But although there's another childhood story of mine that my aunt and uncle on my mom's side used to have 2 Emperor fans, not exactly like this, but it was the Emperor flush. And one was in the living room in antique brass, and the other one was in the bedroom. That was also antique brass. And they also had a CC Georgian in white. They moved out in 2006, so sadly the fans were left behind. That was years before I started collecting ceiling fans, so yeah. Not much about to say here, but the bearings on both of them are so bad. I did not put the screws in there because SMC used screws that were too long, to the point where if you over tighten them on the motor, it will eventually get your motor windings nicked and you're cooked. But yeah, one of them has a damaged light fitter and has the original plastic socket. This one at some point had a replacement light socket. But the problem is that the light wire is connected with the fan wire that connects to the position out on the pullchain. So, it makes no sense. I am planning on rewiring this. And it shouldn't be too hard. So, I have a separate black wire going to the pullchain, and then you have a separate blue wire connecting to the light. So, I have a separate black wire for the fan, and then a separate blue wire for the light, because what's the worst that can happen is that some people will use a dimmer to try to operate the light along with the fan. So that's not a good idea. So I'm going to look into reconfiguring the wiring setup for this fan and call it a day. So yeah, there you have it. The 52-inch SMC Emperors in chrome, both from December of 1981. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. But before I go, this one has all its blades, and this one had a replacement blade arm.